Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Monday morning. Got a big show lineup and a big week lineup here on Panhandle Outdoors. We'll talk more about that later, but let's get our weather first, brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. We're looking at a high today of 67 and a low of 39. Water temperature sort of level back out around 55, and I'm thinking it's going to probably stay that way a little while, but it's been really steady around 53 to 55 this past whole month. The moon phase, every morning I do a moon phase, and looking on today is Monday the 29th of January. Isn't that amazing? We're looking at a full moon tonight. Well, actually, it's going to be full tomorrow night. It's almost full tonight. Tomorrow night and Tuesday night, it's going to be full Tuesday and Wednesday night of this week. And they talk about those animals, how the moon affects them and all. The old timers always said they feed, and I really believe this too, they'll feed in the middle of the night on a full moon because they can see and things are moving around. But also they feed more than once a day, and I always say that feed the next day sometime around the middle of the day. That's always been my feeling on it. So a lot of some hunters, including myself, like sometimes get out like in the middle of the day from like 10 to 2 or something like that. So I always kept that in mind during hunting season. That's brought to us by Sandhill Seafood. All right, take our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Low tide at 5:16 this morning and high tide at 7:22. Marine forecast coming pretty strong now out of the north at about 10 to 15. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Glad to be here on this Monday morning. Hope you enjoy this show as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. I really, I don't want to brag. Please don't think I'm bragging. I work hard on this because I just want to bring you all the very best in outdoor news and outdoor activities and videos that we can put together. And we enjoy it. Jeff Peck's so much help and Gail so much help, and we just enjoy doing it. And thank you for all the responses y'all give to us and all. And every now and then, sometimes you want to be reaching anybody, and then all of a sudden we just get something, a message or a text or something, and it's just very, very fulfilling. And speaking of that, I have some folks, we're always talking about doing good things for other people and, helping our community, and just, and I know as hunters and all, and fishermen and outdoorsmen in general, we're really good as a group about helping other people and all. I know of some people that could use some deer meat. Now, if you have any extra deer meat or something, I'm not, I know you spend a lot, we all spend a lot of money hunting and all that, but a lot of times we have some to give away. I know of some folks that could use some, and if you have any, just give me a call and I'll arrange it, or either I'll come get it and take it to them or whatever, and just keep that in mind. Same way on fish and all, and my dad was always my role model, and I always remember as a kid, we would catch all those fish, and I knew we couldn't eat them, but he always took some. There's one lady in particular, Miss Watson, and Dad would always, the widow lady, he would always take her some fish, and then there's some family down the road, about 4 or 5 kids. He always took them fish, and so we, but we always cleaned them and all. But anyway, giving to our fellow man is good. So anyway, speaking of fishing, remember I told you last week about that bass tournament in Lake Seminole? All those big bass were caught. I wanted to show it to you. I got it to you now. This is the real money trail, but basically I just want you to look at the weights, okay? We don't go in a lot of detail. Third from the right, okay, that's the pounds. That third category from the right, and like I say, first place was like right at 33 pounds. But look, all the way down to 10th place. Okay, you're out of the money in 9th place. So I mean, right there, you caught 20. In 9th place, you caught right at 24 pounds and didn't even get into money. And 10th, you're in the top 10 with 22 pounds, and I mean that's we win almost all tournaments 22 pounds. So that's how, what I want to show you, that's how the fish or the bass fishing just been phenomenal on the river and these lakes, and it's going to continue now on into February on some really, really big bass. Here's the schedule for that real money trail. I just finished one at Lake Seminole. That's the one I just showed you. And then I got another on February 10th, March 17th, April 28th, and then the 19th. So anyway, if you want to do some bass fishing and all that, that's some good ways to do it. But I want to show you the big bag size. All right, here we go. Here's our pictures. Here we go. This is Nate Carpenter, 11 years old. Nate is from Bristol, okay? And Nate is a good hunter. That's a great picture of him right there. That's a nice buck on that dog box right there. Got the gun over there in the door. Good job, Nate Carpenter. Our next picture, we have, remember I told you this guy fell out of the boat? It was an acquaintance of mine, Dick Lambert. This is the day he fell out of the boat. He looks cold on it. He sent this to, but that's a nice fish. But remember how cold it was last week? And he fell out of the boat about 20 plus miles out. But his buddies got him back in. So and you can see right there, that's pretty rough water, and it's not hard to lose your balance. Good job, Dick Lambert. Here's, okay, this is this is a good one here. This is Mark, let's see, let me see, I don't have it all on here. Mark, I'll come back and show you a picture tomorrow, okay? Shannon and Billy Joe Newsom. Our buddy Billy Joe got this big one. I look at his little statement. Work hard, hunt hard, and many long hours in the stand. Finally, patience pays off. 17.5 inches on the outside. Billy Joe is a good outdoorsman, and proof is right there. This is not the one we showed. This is Ken Paramore's second buck. Now, I showed you the big one he got the week before last. He got this one right after. So Ken said it must have been that Panhandle outdoor shirt he has on. Check that out. Good picture, Ken, and a really nice buck right there. So you can see Tom Gurley outdoor picture. This standing on one leg. Wish I could do that. He's just over at Jacksonville Zoo. Good clarity, just a great picture of Tom Gurley. Okay. Hey, Coach, Ben Finley. This is my father's buck he killed last weekend. His name is Ben Finley as well. Let me know what day you're going to put it on. I'll let him know. Thanks again. That is a nice buck. You can tell that's a Florida buck. Look at that broom sage and the pine trees behind him. Good picture right there. Good job, Ben Finley. And then I got this one in. Edward Gagne shot this 8-point in Escambia County on January the 15th. Weighed 190 pounds. That's a big buck right there. Really nice, healthy buck. Good job there. All right. And got this nice email. Let's finish up on this nice email. This from Dorothy D. Haney. Coach Chester, just wanted to brag on the wonderful seafood platter I enjoyed today. You had drawn my name last Friday. That seafood platter was absolutely the best. Cooked to perfection and much more than I could eat in one sitting. My husband also ordered a seafood platter and thought it was outstanding. We enjoyed meeting the owner and his family, all of whom made us feel welcome and eager to come back. Thanks for drawing my name, and we enjoy watching the show every morning. Dorothy Haney from Parker. Thank you so much for that input right there. Okay? All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. One quick announcement here. Tomorrow night, the San Andrew Bay Resource Management Association, what we call RMA, and Baywatch, they're doing a citizen science talk. This is free now, and I love the title, Incorporating Native Plants into the Home Landscape. It's going to be tomorrow night at Tom P. Haney over at the Technical Center. It's going to be up on the 3rd floor. It's from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And Judy Wood Putnam will talk about how native plants create a haven for wildlife. And if you love nature, you know, this fits right into to our theme of the beauty and appreciation of nature. So that is something really good for, you know, I'm sure you're talking about butterflies and birds and squirrels and all kinds of things who enjoy nature. And it's sort of just a cascading effect. And a lot of times it starts with just right there at the ground level and works up. So anyway, that's a good little talk, and I may go to that, so we'll see. All right, now we got a video coming up. We're always talking about winter fishing and all. This is a good video on winter fishing. My biggest problem is trying to combine some winter fishing and getting out in the woods. So this fun, going and catching whiting is something easy to do and fun to do, and it doesn't take a lot of time. So I spent about 1 hour on this little fishing trip, but it was a fun trip. So Jeff, let's roll this video. Okay, it's one of those lazy Saturdays. We got whoa, I got a fish. Listen, I'm down at the Cape. We got a strong north wind, so I couldn't surf fish. So I came down to one of my favorite places, right at Indian Pass. Look at there. We got a little got a little shark. Look at that little shark. I've caught. Okay. People go shark fishing. All right. Wrong way, buddy. Eventually figure it out. There he goes. Another whiting. Yeah. That's about a third or fourth one we caught. But they sure are swallowing it. Every one of them was swallowing it. I got another one. They're in this one little hole, folks. Only problem, I've just bought a little bit of shrimp. We're gonna run out. It's fun catching this lightweight rod. Look at that. Oh man. He's been right. He's been right there. Another one. I put on my waders. Whoa, that's a good release. Okay, I put on my waders. So we're gonna run out of bait, so I'm gonna try to go find some bait. But they're biting pretty steady here. You see what we are. See where we are. This ain't just an island right across there, and then to our west is the boat ramp right there. Some kayakers just come in. And then over the other side of this boat ramp with some other fishermen. But now we got a really strong north wind, about 15, and it's calm on this side. It's actually, I call this poor man's fishing. It don't take much to do it. I sort of grew up fishing on the shore like this. Another one. They're hooking themselves better. See the bottom lip right there. Let me show you the rig. The rig, we got all I have, a little egg weight here. Got about a 14-inch leader. And just a little circle hook there. And they're hooking themselves really good. Now this, what I'm doing, I'm just getting a little bit of shrimp. And I like to peel the shrimp. I always talk about peeling the shrimp. I'm trying to stretch it as far as I can, and what I'm doing, I'm just cutting it in half. And then getting 2 pieces of shrimp. And the way I like to put it on my hook, I just like to go down the length of it. Okay, and let the barb sort of stick out like that. That's how I like to bait my hook. And we've got a couple rods out, and we just been. I'll show you where we're fishing now. That's the St. Vincent house right over there, the boat house. I'm going straight toward it. About right there. That's probably about 3 feet of water right there, 3 to 4 feet of water. And we got the tide going out. The tide's been going out about an hour now. And you see with the moon, we've got a moon coming up. The moon's been waxing. Beautiful day on the bay. You ain't scared. All right, we got enough for supper here. We got 7. We fished maybe an hour. It's been fun fishing for whiting right here at the Indian Pass, right here at the boat ramp. As you can see, these are pretty healthy fish. Most of them still alive. They're strong fish. One of the great things about right here, you can park and load and unload your stuff. We're talking about 15, 20 feet from where you're fishing. This is too easy. Okay, welcome back. We're looking at, I hope you enjoyed that. That was just fun fishing and quick fishing and a good meal. Just enough for a good meal. Look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe, 10:04 to 12:04, right in the middle of the day, and then at 10:35 to 12:35 tonight. And a couple of other announcements. I just saw this the other night. I want to show you, talking about falling overboard over there in Alabama. Family says Coast Guard to suspend search for missing man. And this guy at Fort Morgan, he fell overboard while they were offshore, and they just never found his body, so they suspended the search and all. I do want to tell you about just an appreciation of nature. I was in my ground blind the other day, and it just, I don't care if you're in a ground blind or sitting up against a tree or tree stand or whatever. I was thinking to myself, I wish I could sort of can that feeling and just, pass it out to people and all, and sort of let them get that same feeling as you get when you're out there in nature and all. It's hard to describe here on TV and getting through the airwaves to you. A lot of y'all sitting around and getting ready for work and busy and all, and laying in bed, whatever. But that peacefulness, the joy of the solitude, you're looking around at the beauty, and it's just so quiet, and it's a second to nothing in the world as far as just getting out there and feeling close to nature itself. You have a certain closeness to God. You appreciate the nature of it, and even the pine tree, the barks, and the needles, and the bushes, and the birds, and all. That never gets old. It's still, I was thinking the other day, as old as I am, it's still a thrill to me to get out in the woods and just catch your breath and just relax. It's just such a peaceful feeling. So I just want to say that every now and then, and hope that you get a chance to get out, even if it's just a state park, or get out in part and be a part of nature and let it sort of soothe your soul, because it certainly does that to me and a lot of you folks also. So I think you know where I'm coming from when I say that. But when I'm out there, and I'm hunting this time of year, but I love going in the woods in the fall and spring, just walking around and for a little while and just sitting down and leaning up against a pine tree and just looking around. So you don't have to be a hunter to enjoy the woods and all, a hiker, and just being in nature. But one thing I try to do on deer hunting and all, I do this time of year especially try to mask my scent, the human scent and all, and that's a big deal. And I was looking up some different, I just went online to find out some different scent, research on scent and all, and I found a top 10 here's the 10 best deer scents, and I'm not going to go through all of them. This is rated, there's like 7,400 reviews, and I'm just going to go through them, the top 10. Number one, this right here, I use this in Wildlife Research Scent Killer, and then number 2 is okay, you can see, and number 3 right there, and they're out of a 10, that's a score, okay? And then 4, 5, and 6 are these right here. We got Wildlife Magnum Scrape Dipper. It's amazing to have that many. Number 6 is Deer Attractant and a Scent, okay? And then Code Blue, number 7, Code Blue. That's a tarsal gland. A lot of folks use that. And then over here, okay, let's go through 8, 9, 10. Folks spend a lot of money on these. Number 8, a Buck Bomb Deer Corn Hunting Scent, okay? And then next, number 9 is a Code Blue, Code Red, okay? And then number 10, Scent Blocker. So those are scent mask and also deer attractors and all. So I would encourage you and urge you to use those this time of year, because you're looking out for the big buck, and they're out walking around there, and they're going to smell you. And the biggest thing again is the wind, W-I-N-D, the wind, what direction that is, and we'll talk about it. So a combination of scent block and the wind, playing the wind right, it's going to help you much so as a hunter. All right, coming up this week, later on, we got, in 2 days, we're going to have Drew Benton Fishing, the big star in BASS, our own local Drew Benton, coming on the show and spending some good quality time on bass fishing, and he got him a big buck this year too. Then we got a big redfish series coming up. We're going to talk about that later on in the week. All kind of good things going on. So we appreciate the viewership, and as always, we appreciate you watching the show. Make sure you do something good for your fellow man. You have a great day. And when we say enjoy the outdoors, we really mean enjoy the outdoors. I don't care if you're walking along in the woods or getting out in the boat or just walking along the shoreline. Just enjoy it. We'll see you later.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.